Hey everybody, welcome to an abbreviated Thursday show here. I just got out of bed a little while ago, so sorry, had a weird schedule going on today. We'll wait and see how many, get a few people to pop in here, Donnie, as we hanging out waiting. But the more that can see it, the better, right?
Yes, sir. Under the circumstances, yeah.
All right, now we're getting a few people popping in here. Hey guys, it's Roy Bain. We're here on a Thursday night. I might have been on here earlier, but I was sleeping since we got up at the butt crack of dawn and took off driving this morning at about 3:30. So we wanted to get on here and like, hey, Brent Lawrence, how you doing, buddy? David Munoz, how you doing, my friend? So one of the things that we want to talk about right off the bat is the Tri-State Pro Stocks was scheduled to race in Cedarville. I think it was the 26th, if I'm not mistaken. It could be
24th practice, 25th race. Yeah.
25th. Donnie is the gentleman that was putting that together and worked his ass off to get that going, and then got hit with something with the last minute kind of thing. So we had to make a change in it. So Donnie, tell us a little bit what's happened with it and where we stand and where it's going from there.
So what happened is I was promoter end, Fairboard Heritage Foundation, were insurance, all that end of the deal. I literally found out on Tuesday that they hadn't been approved for insurance. So we did a 2-day deal, just mad dash trying to make insurances, trying to reach out to other companies, everything else. And everything that we came into, the money wasn't even the issue. It was the changes they wanted to do with the track. They weren't feasible to do it within a week's time. They wanted to put K-rail all the way around the fence line of the pit area and turn 1 and 2 area, which there's no spectators, no anything. And it wound up being a couple thousand feet of K-rail. And there's just to acquire that, let alone get it, haul it, replace and place it, it wasn't going to happen.
Right. Well, and this year it sucks, and I know that you're looking at seeing what you can do later on to reschedule it, because why this is important and why Cedarville is important. This is a one-time show once a year at a place that is starving for racing, and everybody that's been up there a part of this race, the entire town shuts down and goes there. I mean, you can explain more about all of that than there, because your dad's in that community and all that, and what all's going on.
Oh, it's a heartbreaker, and it's a humbling thing right now, to have my name on all this and to be on here doing this video right now, and not the direction I wanted to go. We talked about this earlier this week. I was going to come on. We were going to talk about bragging it up. Now we're canceling it. But I think the place will seat 1,300 people. They put 800 pre-sale tickets on sale, and they were at $756 the last I heard the other day on pre-sales. Let alone walk-ins, anything else. Yeah, they come out of the woodwork.
Yeah, this is one of those stories that I'll tell you when everybody invades with this, and this year was going to be different. You were going to have different classes of cars than normally. This has always been the Gordon Russell Sr. Memorial, because Gordon Russell Sr. promoted that track, raced at that track, a part of that community, and that's why we're trying to keep this going. And when the racers show up, they sell out every single beer they have at every bar, convenience store. There ain't a drop of beer left in that town when it's all said and done. I mean, it's a big boost to the economy all the way around in that town when we show up. So,
oh yeah, no, anytime you can have a town of 500 people and you have anywhere between 700 and 1,000 people in the grandstands, you're winning. At any track we go to in the country right now, I would. About the only place I could compare it to is Placerville. Anywhere else we've ever raced, they don't get the crowd like that place draws. Yeah, and that,
it, it, yeah.
They come out of the woodwork. Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those stories, and I'll tell you, when everybody invades with this, and not the direction I wanted to go. We talked about this earlier this week. I was going to come on. We were going to talk about bragging it up. Now we're canceling it. But
It's a nice place
Yeah.
too. I mean, the
It's a tough
track
hill to
is
follow.
the track there. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit. The track's really cool because it's not like a normal layout. It's more like kind of a D shaped. It's a little bit different. But it's fast. Holy crap, is it a fast track? So, but
Oh yeah,
yeah.
and I've received messages in the last few weeks, just guys asking for gear ratios and where can we stay and this and that. I mean, to the point to where toter homes and toy haulers and major. I mean, it was going to be big, really big, and that was the biggest disheartening thing that I had to put out today that I've done in a long time. But we had to get it out early to let people know, so yeah, it was out of my hand. But
we're going to multiple platforms now too that we cover. So we've been up there. Jay Lawrence says, I've been up there, have a friend in Via or something like that.
Yeah, Via, Nevada. That's, yep.
So,
yeah, if you know where Via's at, then you've been to Cedarville.
Well, I don't know where Via is, but I'll take their word for it. So,
yeah,
but
Via's not even a town.
Well,
Via's not even a town; it's a road department.
I used to always go down that way in the big truck in the summertime. Go down through there through Cedarville, and then on down through Eagleville and Garlock, and then come out down there at Pyramid Lake. Saves a little bit of driving if you're going out to that side of Reno, believe it or not. So it's a nice drive out through there.
So my mom's the postmaster in Eagleville.
Okay.
The town of 72 people.
There wasn't very many. I don't even know how many to say is down there. There's not very many.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. This has been a humbling day. I hate that we even had to get on this show to spread this news and to do it. But I guess in the light at the end of it, I've had a lot of positive messages from racers in the tri-state to A-mods to sport mods to anything. And, I figured it would be a big disappointment. And 90% of all the feedback I've got is what can we do to help and what can we do to make it happen next year?
Yeah.
And so it's like, all right, rather than just sit in the corner and pout, we need to step it up, and next year it's going to be better, and we may even do something at the end of this year. Yeah.
Hi, Claire, and hi, Bill Hall. People are chiming in saying, hey.
Yeah.
I do know that the Outlaw Pro Stocks posted up that it was canceled, and they're moving theirs to the Friday night. That was a points race for them moving in. I towed the car from there.
So I wanted to address that too, because I got multiple messages. And it's like, why are we running Wairika? And I'm like, I know nothing about Wairika. So that was through the Outlaw Pro Stocks. And so I contacted Scott.
So they're running Friday night.
I contacted Scott. I went through all the motions of who I needed to contact right off the bat to get it out there. And so that's where the Wairika stemmed from then.
Yeah, the Outlaw Pro Stocks went ahead, since it was a points race for them at Cedarville, switched their date to Wairika. That is not a tri-state race. So it's not tri-state. So if you see something on the Outlaw pages, it's just for the local group up there. If y'all want to go run with them, they have some things in place where if you put on some asphalt takeoffs, you can come run with them anytime at 3,000 pounds in asphalt takeoffs. But anyway, enough said about that. Some more news that was out. Jay Bryant put it out there this weekend. The hobby stocks are running at Petaluma, and they're trying to build up a hobby stock class at Petaluma Speedway. The track is paying at minimum $50 to start. Jay went in today and announced that he's putting in an additional $100 to that. So hobby stock drivers, if you want to go tow and race your hobby stock at Petaluma this weekend, it's $150 to start. So we want to go out there and support Rick. So Rick's running sprint cars and hobby stocks over at Petaluma this weekend. I want to say they added some super stocks to the show at Antioch this weekend, and I know they have Lightnings I want to say lightning sprints there this weekend. Bakersfield's running go-karts this weekend, which brings us to, the Tri-State ran in Bakersfield this past weekend. So congratulations to Justin Crockett, another main event win this weekend at Bakersfield. But I have to give Robbie Sawyer credit. He put a whooping on him in the heat race. So good job, Robbie. Robbie was driving Lyle's car, and Robbie Sawyer won the the heat race, and Justin Crockett won the main event. Brett Lawrence, Petaluma is running Super Stocks the 26th on Sunday. Okay, so I didn't know that. Thanks, Brett. Yeah, all you guys that want to go out and get your race fixed this week or the following weekend, since we can't go to Cedarville, there you go. You can hit Petaluma. So Don Martin said, yes, Petaluma or Antioch added Super Stocks and Tri-State cars are welcome. Tried to do the show a little bit different. It wasn't super prepared. I know one of the hobby stock drivers got his first win at Antioch this weekend. And I talked with Donnie before we went air. I have to talk about this. I saw probably one of the biggest heartbreaks I've seen in racing. And in my opinion, was the biggest heartbreak of the weekend. Trevor Tiffy, if you're watching, you, sir, put on an awesome race. And you deserve this award because this young kid is a regular up at Wairika, California. I think he led every single race of the main event. Ahead of Ryan Peary, ahead of Ethan Killingsworth, which are two big names up there. Coming off turn 4, a lap car spun in front of him, and he had to slow down and stop to not hit him in the door, and that let Ethan Killingsworth get around him. I'm literally a half a straight away from his first main event win. But anyway, that kid dominated that race and ended it that way. That was horrible heartbreak. I don't know if Donnie's seen something like that happen in person, but man, that was brutal. So,
yeah. Well, the biggest thing about that though is all three names you mentioned right there. Those are all kids, and those kids drive the wheels off anything they're in right now. That's the future of the sport.
Yes, sir. It sure is. And that's why I wanted to make sure we talked about Trevor Tiffy so he doesn't get discouraged. When you're that close to a main event win, dude, don't get discouraged because you ran a hell of a race. It's on speeduniontv.com if you want to go watch that race and you can see what happened. It was sad. It was awesome because he put on such a great race, but to come up, and if you've been to Wairika, coming off turn 4 to the flag stand it's not a very big piece of real estate that he had. It is like, man. And I don't think there was any malicious intent or whatever. Just somebody got sideways coming around there. And the good news is he didn't wreck his car. He loaded it up one piece. So it was fast then. Chances are he's fast at the next one. So what do you see in the future with what we're doing?
Some days chicken, some days feather.
Yep. What do you see planning on hitting in the future, Donnie, with your racing?
So I only caught part of that, Roy. You cut out for a second there.
Oh, I said, what are your plans racing-wise for the rest of the summer?
So literally, we'll lick our wounds and gather up out of Cedarville. I had some kids invite me to Tonopah next weekend. They had a big open show there. As you can see behind me, I've pretty much got a lot of work to do if I'd make that. So I don't know if I'll do that, but I know July we're going to hit both Stockton shows. I'm really excited about the Watsonville show. I've never turned a lap there before, so I want to go there at Ocean Speedway. Definitely the Bud Nationals. Talk to Lyle. That sounds like a major thing. I think there's a Petaluma or one or two in there. I'd really like to go to Medford, but unfortunately, my wife and kids are barrel racer. And Labor Day weekend, we go to Las Vegas every year for barrel racing. So I'm booked that weekend.
Yeah, if you go to his page, you'll see his wife's barrel racing. Just about every other picture has something to do with the barrel racing. So...
yeah, we hit three of them in the last 3 days.
Yeah. Well, A quick announcement on that too. Brian Littleton of Race Logic Chassis is adding some money to the Bud Nationals this year, so we already picked up him. So if you want to find out about a nice chassis school, Race Logic Chassis or Race VIP, or I think it's Race. I don't know his website right off the top of my head. I don't have it written down, but yeah, we have racing this weekend. We'll find out tomorrow. Rain's back in the forecast for tomorrow. IMCA Speed Week's supposed to happen in Medford. Then they're supposed to have their Father's Day race on Saturday. They got tractor pulls at the Stockton Dirt Track this Sunday. They have regular racing at Stockton 99 as well. I told you got Petaluma, you got Antioch this weekend. Guys, get out and support the tracks. Even if you're not racing, go to the tracks and fill up the grandstands. Eat a hamburger, eat a hot dog, buy some beer at the track if you're there. If not, I know we're planning on being live at speeduniontv.com for the IMCA Speed Week race and the Father's Day race at Medford if it doesn't rain out. If you live in the Sacramento area, there's a show coming on Saturday morning, 9:30 on Fox up there. It's called Racing with Lavoti. We've been doing that with SpeedUnionTV.com. The show this week is monster trucks, the malicious monster trucks when they were at Stockton Dirt Track. You got to see something. We did a little bit different edit. We got their announcer to do the voiceover, and I think everybody's going to be impressed with what we put together for that TV show. So yeah, lots of stuff going on, lots of racing this weekend. And sorry we had to get on here and have a bad note and a bad discussion, but Cedarville is canceled for next weekend for everything. And Donnie, thanks for giving up your time. And like I said, guys, I'm sorry for doing late. I was in bed sleeping. We were going to do this earlier, but it just didn't get up. So I apologize.
I appreciate you doing this, Roy. I mean, that's not the news I wanted to come on here and have. We talked about it earlier in the week. Either we were going to be heroes or zeros, and looks like today we're zeros.
No, never a zero, man. It just didn't go the way you wanted it. But hey, we're here. We're talking about it. We're talking about racing, so it's never a bad thing.
Well, and we're not defeated. We, for the day maybe, but not for the year. So we're talking. When it comes back, it's going to be better. I learned some aspects about the insurance world and some things in the last couple of days, and yeah, we'll be back. It'll happen, and it'll be a lot better.
Yep. So, but anyway, well, I appreciate you letting us know and all that good stuff and getting out here, and we'll do some more, and I'll do some updates over the weekend to make sure everybody got it and didn't miss out. Thanks, guys, for tuning in and all that. Make sure you share these videos. That way more people in the community can see what we're doing. Davey goes, at least I get to go to Winnemucca Regional Raceway to announce the races there on July 1st and 2nd. Well, there you go, Davey. So he's got something going on. He got him a gig going on. Perfect.
Yeah. So, yeah, the sooner we get it out, the sooner people can make plans or cancel reservations.
Yeah. And is Jeff running at Susanville this weekend? I'm sure he is.
No. So Jeff was helping promote Cedarville.
Right. So he wasn't going to run this weekend?
Yeah. So, I don't know what was this weekend, actually. I've been focused on Cedarville for the last month that I couldn't tell you if a spaceship was on my roof right now.
Brent Lawrence says, Donnie, put that hot rod back together.
Oh, we'll get there.
Is it 105 where you're at? There's a reason it's probably not put back together.
Yeah. Well, this being a grown-up and supporting kids and everything else, some days you just got to work 10, 12, 14 hours a day, and then I've got a stack of parts setting over there. I just got to put them on it.
Yep. So, but anyway, all right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We're going to bail off here and get off here. I've still got to drive home yet tonight. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you back on here soon.
All righty. Thank you, Roy.
Thanks, Donnie. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hang tight, Donnie.